In today's video, I'm going to be looking at vintage cameras. As you can see, I've bought a small collection here. Well, I say small, this is just part of it. It's an old attic collection, basically, one person's collection. I was clearing out a house, and upstairs in the loft in the attic space, there was a load of old cameras that the family's collected, so I've bought them all. And today I'm going to do a bit of a reconnaissance mission, get on eBay and have a look up, see what's selling and see what makes and styles of cameras I need to be looking out for while I sort them out. So let's get over to the computer now and see what I need to be on the lookout for, and hopefully this will help you guys when you're out and about, if you see any vintage cameras or pick up a collection like I had, just to give you some kind of ideas for what kind of names you need to be looking out for. So this one here, as you can see from the photo, is a Rollei Flex with a Zeiss Planar lens and a very, I want to say, cool looking camera. This one, as you can see, it's got like almost two lenses on the front, and it comes with its lovely original leather case and all the accessories. Now, what I do see from looking at this, the condition looks very good indeed. Now, like everything, condition does mean quite a lot when it comes to price. And if you look at the price of this one, $2,514. Now, I'm guessing that the condition's going to be really good. Just looking at the cosmetic sides of thing, it looks really clean. And what you need to bear in mind, that there's no haze or dust or any scratches inside the lenses. You don't want no, almost like fungus grows inside the lens. Now, this looks a lovely camera. Now, these Rolleiflexes, you do see them. They do lots of different variants and lots of different models. And this one, as you can see, at the price $2,500, this is going to be one of the more scarcer models of this. I have actually had Rolleiflexes in the past that has made £100–200, but obviously not this model. But it's definitely a name. When you see Rolleiflex, it's one that you need to look up and to make sure which model it is, because some of them can be worth big money. Now, this one's a bit of fun, isn't it? Look at this for a little camera. This is what they call a little spy camera, and it dates from the 1950s. And look at the price of this one, $2,550. And as you can see from the photo, fits in the palm of the hand, a very, very small camera. And what you'll find, any small cameras like this, they will be described as spy cameras, and they are very sought after. I've had a few in the past, but again, not in this caliber. I've had some lower end ones that are probably more around 1960s, 70s in date, and I've got around £100–200 for those. But this is one to be on the lookout for, because any tiny cameras can be worth a lot of money. Now, this camera, a Tanack. Now, this is a make that I've never heard before, never come across this before. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is very much a learning, researching exercise for myself. And as you can see from here, $1,799. So again, big money, but it is a rangefinder. And now you'll find when you see rangefinders, they're quite popular cameras. Lots of people still use these today. They like taking the photographs with a vintage camera. But this Tanack, as I say, this Tanack, mate, I've never heard of before, and it's one that's going to be in the brain box now. And when I'm out and about, if I see any, I'll know they're definitely worth looking into. Now, of course, it's a bit like other popular mates like Kodak and stuff like that. Just because it's the make doesn't mean it's automatically valuable. It'll come down to the model and the scarcity. But as you've got to have them makes in your mind, you've got to know which ones to look up and do further research on. Now, look at this one. How cool is this? This is more your traditional, when I think of old Victorian and plate cameras, that type of thing, this is the kind of look that you get, the mahogany box, but this is actually a folding out one, a bellows type. And how cool is that? I just think that's really like a piece of art, isn't it? It's really sculptural and architecturally lovely on a sideboard or on a table, a conversation piece. But this one's a Lancaster Invincible Deluxe. And look at the condition. For something so old, it looks absolutely fabulous. And again, this one sold for $1,582. Just a lovely piece. Something that I don't really know much about, but you can just see, you can just see the quality of it. It looks a really nice piece. So Lancaster Invincible, something to look out for. Now, this one here, we've got an Ensign. Now, I've had lots of Ensign cameras in the past. This one's, as you can see from the description, it says rare, so it must be a rarer model, an auto range 820. Again, it's a folding camera with like the bellows type in the centre. And again, it looks in really nice condition. And as you can see from the sale price, $1,150. And again, something to be looking out for. Ensign auto range. You know, when you buy these big job lots of cameras, just bear it in mind. You've got to try and remember these things. And like I'm doing here with a little job like I showed you before, this is like a reconnaissance mission, looking up, trying to find out what, when going through the box full, what names I need to look up and take further. So next up we have a Kodak. Now this is an Ektra, you can see here, and again it's got all the lenses and bits and pieces with it, so it's got all the accessories. And again, this one's made $1,152. So again, must be more of a rarer model from Kodak, because as you see, Kodak cameras, you can see lots of them ranging from £10 all the way up, as you can see here, to 4 figures. So again, this must be the model and having all the extra lenses and stuff for you. So that's one to look out for, the Kodak Ektra. And then moving on, this is an earlier one. This is an Eastman, which Eastman was the forerunner to the Kodak, as it were. It was Eastman Kodak. And you can look at this. This is what they call like a brownie type camera. And again, really early. You can see from the side of the photograph, this is almost like a leatherette covering on it. It's all degraded away almost. Now this one made $912, 28 bids. So again, a nice early camera. And something, it's go and find me another one. Where would you find another one of those? So that's what it's the rarity side of these things. And it's just like a real nice Victorian early antique Eastman Kodak camera. Next up we have an Alpa Reflex, again another rangefinder camera. Now as you can see, this one hasn't even got a lens, this is just the body. Now something that I haven't really touched on, the actual lenses themselves can be really good money. If you get a certain, like a ray lens, or there's lots of different makes, some can be really big money. So it is something to worth looking out for as well, the actual what lens is on the camera. Now this body is just an Alpa Reflex. As I said, it's a rangefinder again. And look at the condition on this one, £1,250. So again, it's another make to look out for, Alpa Reflex, one to look out for. Now this little lot is what it says on the tin. It's a job lot, assorted cameras to include Kodak, etc. And as you can see, this little job lot made £1,370, 18 bids. So sometimes if you're unsure or stuck, do little job lots, or if you're unsure of the condition, as you can see, the condition they've marked down for this one for parts or not working. So this is, you know, spares and repairs, as it were, but there must be something in this lot that somebody seen and gone, yeah, these are worth it. As it could be a lens, it could be a very rare camera. So when in doubt, always look them up first. But then if you can't find it, don't just dismiss them. Do a little job lot, and you can make some good money that way as well. Next up, look at this one. I think this is so sleek, so cool looking. We have an Ilford Advocate Series 2. Now look how cool that looks. I'm not sure what the material is. It almost looks like a Bakelite type material, just that cream, but it could be a metal coating. But an Advocate model, as you can see there, with a ray lens. Now I have had ray lenses. I have had £200 and £300 for some ray lenses in the past. So this is a good quality camera because it's got a good lens on it. And another name to look out for, Ilford Advocate, and this one made £2,099. I mean, but I must admit, as you can see from the condition, it looks untouched. It looks absolutely fabulous. So another one to look out for, Ilford Advocate. And here we go again. We've got another Rollei Flex. As you can see here, again, another two lens one. And it's a Rollei Flex 3.5 with a Planar lens, Carl Zeiss. And again, it just looks in good condition. And again, good money. Very good money. This one made $2,760. So Rollei Flex, as we've seen before, is one to look out for. And moving on, a camera make everyone must know, Leica. Some consider it to be the Rolls Royce of camera makes. Now, whenever I see a Leica, you need to do your homework and look it up, because you're starting off from the beginning. It's Leica, so it's a good one. It's the Rolls Royce of camera makers, so you need to look into it. And as you can see here, we've got a Leica M3, and this one sold for $3,350. And again, it looks in good condition. But with the Leicas, like any of the other cameras, you've got to check the model numbers, because some are worth more than others. In the past, I've had Leicas ranging from £500 up to £3,000, a little like this. So you need to look out and do the research. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope it's given you some value, so you just know what kind of names you need to be looking for and what kind of styles the camera can be worth, well, some very big money, can't they? So if you have enjoyed that, look at this video here, because this will give you some more information into some other bits and pieces that I pick up and sell on eBay. Cheers for watching.